Hi, I'm Keith, a technician of 11 years with USACLEAN, and this beauty is an X20B 20-inch auto scrubber. In this series, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that you can do yourself to minimize the cost and the need for a service technician. Okay, so you need to replace your vac motor. So here's what I need you to do. First, we're going to remove the rubber gasket and just set that off to the side. Next, you have 6 5mm Allen screws. Now these are set in a triangular pattern. There's an inward and then there's an outward triangular pattern. First thing you want to do is take out the outer 5mm screws. Okay, next, lift the vac motor up and out of the machine, and you're going to locate your plug. You should just be able to set that vac motor down like that. Okay, next, locate the plug and unplug it so we can remove the vac motor from the machine. Press in your clip and pull. Okay, now that we have the vac motor out of the machine, we're going to remove the noise reduction foam. If it's damaged, you can replace it. If it's not, you can reuse it on your new vac motor. Just set that off to the side. So remember when I talked about the 6 5mm screws that are holding the vac motor in? Now we're going to remove the inner 5mm screws. So what you'll need is your Allen wrench and a 10mm wrench because we have to remove the nut to remove the vac motor. Okay, so now we've removed the last 5mm screw that is holding the vac motor to your dead plate and your junction plate. Now we're going to take your junction plate and your dead plate and set them off to the side as well. Now what you're going to need to do is rotate your vac motor and your dead plate to where the carbon brushes slide out easy. Okay, now that we've got all of that taken apart, what you're going to need to do is you'll get a new vac motor and order a new gasket as well too, because this is stuck onto your vac motor. So you'll get your new vac motor without the gasket. This is the gasket that you will need to stick on the new vac motor. Flip it around and there's an adhesive back. You unpeel that and just stick it right there on top of the vac motor. So we've just prepped the brand new vac motor to go back into the machine. Now one thing I wanted to point out was when you are putting your dead plate and your junction plate back together, be sure not to over tighten the nut and the bolt that hold these two together. Okay, as you can see, we have already got the noise reduction foam placed back on the unit. We have already plugged it back in as well. Now we're going to place it back in the machine. Now what I need to stress is that the three outer triangle Allen screws are set at different angles. So when you're placing it back in, it can only go in one way. Now a really neat tip is make sure that the suction port is facing towards the rear of the machine, and you should be lined up. Okay, the final steps are replacing the screws or putting the screws back in. Make sure they're good and tight. Okay, and now make sure that you put your rubber gasket back in the suction tube. And you're done. You've just replaced your vac motor. Once again, my name is Keith. For all parts listed in this video, plus thousands of diagrams and how-to repair guides, be sure to click the link in the description below or visit us on the web at USACLEAN.com. Stay safe and thanks for watching.